to ask you, what are you planning to do in the next 5 years?
Yeah, thank you for your question. In fact, I have so many plans for the future, especially for the near future. For example, it depends on my job. I have to study, and continue studying. And so for the next 5 years, I still study to improve my knowledge about my major in my university. And now I'm studying for to take a doctor degree. So maybe it's the main plan for me in next 5 years. And because I have I am married and I have 2 children, so maybe another plan is to take care of my children, to help or to support them, to overcome exam, or to help them to become more confident. Maybe I don't have make me so important. I know. I don't want to make me too bare or too heavy. So many important plans. So I choose 2 most important plan in the near future is to study and to take care of my children. Yes.
Yeah.
So how about you?
So you are a student now?
Oh no, I'm a lecturer.
Oh yes.
Yes, but I still have to learn, have to study every day.
Yes. So you want to improve your knowledge, and you
Yes.
can become professor in the
Yes.
future. Yeah.
Yes. I wish.
Yes. About me, I think planning in the future. That's the first thing I want to study English, and I can speak English confident, and good at English. Maybe I can help another people study English with me. And the next plan, I think that I want to move to another city. Maybe it's a big city, because I want my children have a good environment to study. And I think that's a big plan, because when you want to move to another place, that you have to prepare a lot of things. It's related to maybe money. You have to prepare your a lot of things, and you have to find another job. But I think that's I try every day, and the most important thing that you have to good in your job. And I think that's not problem if you want to uh, find a good job in the future.
Yes, I agree with you. So which province are you living now?
Oh, now I am living in Bình Phước province.
Bình
So
Phước.
yeah, so in the future maybe I will move to Bình Dương province or Đà Nẵng province, maybe. Yeah.
So
You
Bình
know,
Phước. Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
yeah. So, I think that's Bình Dương province is very near my, and I think that's it's a big city, Thủ Dầu Một, and I think that's will have a lot of opportunity. I think about Ho Chi Minh City, but it's very cloudy and bad environment. So I want to live to another city that we can have a lot of uh, education, hospital, or something like that. But Ho Chi Minh City is very cloudy, and I don't like noisy. I just want to live in the city that we can have a good environment, but it's so maybe have a fresh air, and maybe we can travel to another cities easily. And I think about Da Nang and Bình Dương province.
Yes, I
Yeah.
haven't been to your province, Bình Phước, but I think Bình Phước is quite famous about the cashew nuts,
Oh yes, yes.
right? Yeah,
About yeah, it's very famous, and I think
yes.
yeah,
I
castle.
always order from Bình Phước.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
So you know, farmer in Bình Phước province, they have a lot of land, and they grow casnut. So they are rich when they plant the trees, and because you know the price of casnut is very high.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Bình Dương is famous for industrial and tourism.
Yes.
And you want to move to Bình Dương? I've been
Yeah.
to Bình Dương, yeah, one time.
Yeah, and Da Nang city, because I love Da Nang so much. I think
Yeah,
that's a
it's good.
beautiful, beautiful city because you know there are lots of beautiful places, and in here you can meet a lot of foreigners, and the environment. I think that's great.
Yes,
You know, it's very famous because you can live in a modern city, and maybe Hội An is a
yeah,
ancient town. It's a very special, and I think that's a very famous around in Vietnam.
yes. And I think the environment in Da Nang is so cool.
Yes,
It's
I always
it's yeah, it's good for our health.
yes,
Yeah. So let's move to the second question. Okay.
yes.
Yes. So what are you planning to do in the next 10 years? Longer
Oh,
time.
next 10 years. I think that's when I think the next 10 years, I think maybe I'm older, and I take care about my children, and I think that's my children maybe learn in university, and that's a time for me to take think about myself, and maybe 10 years ago I enjoyed so traveling. Yes.
Yes.
What
So
about
how old
you?
are you now? How old
Oh,
are you?
you know, now I am 36 years old.
Ah,
Yeah,
30, 30 years
yeah,
old.
yeah,
So
36 years old.
yeah, I'm 10 years older than you. I'm 40 now.
Oh,
So maybe you are talking about me at the next 10 year of you.
yes,
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you that at my age, it's suitable for us to think about ourselves because at this age, our children is quite um, mature. So, for example, I talk that I want to take care and support them to over the exam to getting more confident, for example. But in the next 10 years, maybe they work for themselves. I don't have to take care about them much like now. So I think that next 10 years, maybe the big plan for me or for my family is maybe to move to a new house, a bigger house, a modernized house, and maybe I will enjoy our my life by myself. But at that time, I still take care of myself beside of taking care of my children and my family because I think that is a good for our mental.
yes. I think
Yes,
yeah, I think that's because you and me, maybe we are the same generation, so
yes,
we have the same thoughts. I think so.
yes,
Yeah.
and I think women in general nowadays they know how about to take care of themselves much more than the previous generation, like our mother. Do you agree?
Yes,
Yes.
I
Right.
agree. I agree
Yeah.
with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Nah.
nowadays we can earn the monies and our life
Yeah.
become better. Yeah,
Yes.
so we always want to improve our lives, and
Yes.
in the future maybe so we can do a lot of things. That's I think that's a good thing. We can enjoy our life because I think that the life is a journey, and we can do something in duration. That's when you concentrate on your work and you can earn enough money. That's the time you can enjoy your life and traveling to have more experience.
Yes. And I think that it depends on the thought, on the thinking of women nowadays, because we now can both earn money, both take care of our family, and when we train our mind, we can have a better life, I think.
Yes, yes, I agree with you.
Yeah, thank you.
So the last question I want to
Yes.
ask you, what is the first thing you will do when you arrive at the new place?
Okay. When I arrive at the new place, for example, when I take a tour, or I'm going to have a trip, or I move to a new house.
Yeah, maybe you move to a new house.
Okay, because I move a new house 2 or 3 times in my life from um uh, uh, I was living with my parents until now. 3 times, I remember, 3 times. So
Yes,
when I moved to a new place, the first thing I focus on is to the neighborhood, living
yes,
around in my house, because I think that neighborhood is so important. If we're living with a good neighborhood, I think can make our life or our daily life better, and we don't have to worry about the environment around us. But if we have to live with a bad neighborhood, I think we always worry, and it can make us nervous, or maybe it affect our decision or our life so much. And so the first thing I will care about the neighborhood. Another thing I will uh, concern about the school for my children, because it's so important. Each time I move to a new house, I have to research about the school I will choose for my children. And if I mm, believe that they are suitable or good for my children, I will move. But if not, I don't decide to move to a new house. And I think maybe another thing when I move to a new house is it is far or near from my university, my office. Because
yes,
if it takes too much time to go to the office, it can make me tired and don't have enough time to do another thing. Yeah, that's my idea. How about you?
yes. I think that's all the things you say. That's the same with my idea. So I agree with you. The most important things we can care about neighborhood and the school for children and the office is near my house. I think that's very important, and I agree with you. Yeah. So I think that's we can stop now. That's is
Yeah,
we can give another people chance to talk.
yeah. Nice to
Yeah.
talk with you.
Yeah. Nice to talk with you. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you. Have a nice
Yeah, thank
day.
you.
Yeah,
You
so
Tutu.
thank you, Cherry and Phúc Ngọc. Yes, you have a great conversation. Yes, great talk together. So now I move to, yes, Rebel and Tom. Hi, can you unmute yourself and just say hi?
Yeah, hello. Okay.
Yeah,
Hello.
so, okay, so maybe Rebel, can you choose a topic?
the topic.
Yes. I know that you don't like, but because you don't like, so I ask you.
So which topic is appropriate with Tom? Because I don't know. Maybe Tom is a kid, right?
Yeah,
Hello?
Tom is 14 years old.
14 years old. Okay, let me see. Uh, mm, let's talk about. Oh my God, I don't see any topic fit to him. Let me see.
You
Maybe
know, Tom can talk anything.
talk anything. Really?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay. Okay. So that makes the conversation become a little challenge. Let's talk about the shoes.
Nasty.
Is that okay?
Oh my God, I don't expect that.
Okay, so let's talk about it.
Okay.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Rebel, do you
Yep.
like to buy expensive shoes?
Actually, it depends on my financial state. If
Yes.
I in the, if, I mean, if I have some a little money, maybe after the day that I get a salary, maybe I will think about to buy expensive shoes. But
Oh.
sometimes with the people who come from the poor family or the middle class family, they have a lot of things to worry. So they had to try to balance their financial. So I think at that point, maybe the expensive ones is not a priority. You know what I mean?
Yes. And for me, no, I don't like to buy expensive shoe because I just like to buy some cheap shoes, and and it depends on the shoes. Is beautiful and is have a long time to use, and
Mm-hmm.
that's all the thing I explain about the shoes that I like. I don't
Yeah.
like to buy expensive.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But actually, sometimes everything that have a price. I mean, if we just choose the thing is not really expensive. I mean, I know that you are the kid, so you don't want to put a lot of pressure on your parents. But sometimes the quality is they go along with the price. So if we just try to get a cheap shoes, the I mean the feeling when you wear it is not really comfortable for you, and the time you use it, maybe it's not really a long everything. So what you
Yeah.
do you think that you should to get to buy a cheap shoes, but it can hurt your feet or damage
True.
your movement, and the time you use it is not really long. So what do you think?
Yes, I think the quality is better, but if if I have money, but I can't buy it because I don't want when my parents have spent a lot of money to me to buy a shoe, so I just buy a cheap shoes and use the less money and bring to my mother and my father to buy something for my family. It's better than the shoe.
Oh, yeah, okay, okay. So let's move on to the second question. When do you buy shoes? Do you prefer convenience or style?
Mm, oh, convenient, of course.
Convenience. Wow. Yeah, so, okay, I get it. So, I mean, uh, when do you usually use the shoe? I mean, for going to school or do something else?
Mm, I think just the convenient, but think if the convenient shoes is beautiful, I will spend money to buy it. And I don't think the style is neat for shoes because if you feel everyone feels is pretty or beautiful or something, but we don't feel good when we put it into outfits. I don't think we should buy it.
Yeah, but what activity do you usually wearing the shoe for?
I often use my shoes to work to doing exercise and playing basketball.
Oh, yeah. At the point, maybe you should choose the sports shoe or the balance shoe, because it's quite convenient for your activity. Because at that action, you have to move a lot. You have to run, to jump. Uh, so maybe the balance shoe is to help you protect your feet and uh, give you be more comfortable when you do that activity.
Mm. Yes, I like it, but my uncle and my neighbors are are the basketball player, but they don't buy the normal shoes. They want to the basketball shoes. And I have heard that my neighbors has the basketball shoe is cost almost $1 million to buy it. And I think that is so expensive. And I think they just use it to play basketball, and they can't use it to do the rest of the exercise or the rest of the sport like the basketball or like football or the badminton or something.
Yeah. Maybe because you're so young. So I believe that your family member will brought the shoe for you. So I want to ask you, who usually buy the shoe for you, and did they buy it on their own, or they take you to go to shop to buy the shoe?
Mm. My mom is the one have buy my shoes, and she often take me to the store to buy the shoes, and I choose it. I choose the best shoes on the store, and I buy it. That is so awesome. And I have 3 or 4 shoes in my shelf.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Let me see. Oh, wow. I see the first question is quite interesting.
Yeah.
The first question is why do you think some people buy many pairs of shoes? So what do you think about that question?
I think that they buy many pairs of shoes that they have to do many kinds of sport, because they have a lot of shoes. They will use a shoe for the own sport, like a shoes for badminton, shoes for basketball, shoes football, and shoes for doing exercise. I think they buy a lot of shoes to do that.
Mm-hmm. But do you think about the amount of money they had to pay for that kind of shoes?
Yes.
I don't say about the professional player. Of course, at that point, they have to buy a lot of shoes because they are professional player. So, and they can make the money. But with the some common people, do you think that when they buy a lot pairs of shoes, the this is they are wasting their money.
Yes, because they are not the professional, so they don't have to buy a lot of pairs of shoes because they don't use you don't use them much. So I think they will regret after they buy it.
Mm-hmm. But what about if they just their hobbies? Do you think it's okay?
Oh yes, I have seen a lot of shoe collector, and I think that is kind of waste of money. But some people is the rich and have a lot of money, they buy it, and I think that is their hobbies. So I don't I won't judge what I won't judge them because that is their hobby.
Yeah, I agree. You said right. We shouldn't to judging the book by its cover, right? Because everyone is different, you know. Some people they had to pay a lot of money and they had a lot of responsibility, for example, for their family, for something. So as that people, they shouldn't to pay to waste a lot of money by just by taking the shoes that they never use it. I mean, they don't use it regularly. But with
Yeah,
some kind of person, if that is their passion, I mean, they like to get a shoes and or they are the collector, like you said before. And I think as that kind of person, maybe they had a right to buy it because they pay it from their income. I mean, so uh, I know that maybe with some kind of person they don't get a lot of good looking if they say the person the other person they have a expensive shoe or they use they get a shoe but they just take it on their home and never wear it. I mean
yeah.
some
It's
people
like a
they yeah.
now this shoe is like a kind of artifact on the museum. They don't use it. They just
Yeah.
take on the shelf and let people see it and leave them the compliments. I don't like it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, for me, I think at that moment, uh, we just focus on our business, you know, don't take care so much about what other person think. And because they buy it from their money, so they don't harm to anyone, you know. So for me, it's not okay. If they can balance their money about buying a shoes and pay for their life, like take care for their family, for their work, or even to take a charity, you know, I think it's okay. Because sometimes when you have something, I mean, if you plan to buy something very expensive and you really take a step for pay to, I mean, to save money to pay it, and you can, I mean, you know what you have to do. I think sometimes it can be your, I mean, your, oh my god, I forgot the word. I mean, it's like you have a plan and you try your best to do it. That can get you improve your productivity, you know. So I think it's quite really good for employee because when they have a goal and they try to make it become true, that can get us many benefits, not about the money, but also about the productivity. Yeah, I mean,
I think we have focused a lot. We have spent a lot of time to the third question. Can you move on to the last question?
yeah, sure.
Okay. Have you ever bought shoes online?
For me, I'm not because you know I'm not kind of person who really like to pay a lot of money for the shoe. So some I just and actually you know with the some kind of product like the shoe, the shirt or the chopper, I think when we buy it online, we have to take a risk. For example, the shoe is not really fit to our, it's not really fit for me. And I can see a lot of complaint from people who are shopping online when they brought a
Oh,
shoe
nice.
from yeah, you know, they complain about uh, what the shoe look in the real life is totally different where with the picture on
Oh,
the
that
shop.
is the
Yeah,
yeah. That
and
is the lying. That is the lying of the producer.
yeah,
They
right.
use another picture of the shoes and they send another shoes to the one who buy it. And wow, I don't think they
Yeah,
will like it.
yeah,
And
right.
I don't but I don't buy shoes online because I don't believe in the online shopping. But my uncle is opposite because he buy all his product in the online. the phone rack, the blanket, the shoes, the basketball, the ring, and I think he also buy a phone.
Yeah, I think with some, I mean, when we buy online, this is the most important thing that if we have to choose the shop that is who can guarantee to return your money if your product is not really it's not it's a disinformation. I mean the the thing is look different with the thing they are they are showing on their shop, you know. So
Yes,
and another thing that is, you know, when we shopping online, maybe the price is more convenient for us because
yeah,
they don't have to pay a lot of money for their shop or for the shop, you know. For example, in the big city, when you want to hire a area to build your shop, you have to pay a lot of money, and you have
yeah,
to pay for the employee. I mean, so when you just take a shop online and you invite some people to buy a shoe, you can try and you can save a lot of money. So that means you can decrease the price of your product. So I think
yeah,
Shopee Online is a good for person who have a lack of money and they want to and actually they had to I mean they have a lot of experience to buy something online, you know, because at that point they can pay attention and to find and to check down about some kind of disinformation on the internet. You know what I mean?
yes, and I think they have to think wisely, and because they have a lot of lying on the internet, so I couldn't believe that, and I have
Yeah,
seen a lot of newspaper, and no, I I would buy it, but I don't think that a lot of people can buy on the internet. Because if the shoes ha- the shoes have a lot of size, the X, the L, the XL have
hmm,
they have a lot of size, and we can't choose the size, and if they send to you a bigger shoes that bigger than your feet or smaller than your feet, and you can and you can do anything, and you have spent a lot of money to the shoes that you can't wear it.
yeah,
Wow.
right. That is the disadvantage of shopping online, you know. Yeah, when you buy something, it depends on your size. You have to careful, and sometimes the seller they make a mistake. I mean, because they have a lot of orders, you know. So sometimes they choose the wrong shoe for you. Yeah, but I think it's okay if they have where, like I said before, they have guarantee to return your money or to change the shoe for you if they make a mistake, you know.
Mm, yes, and I think we have discussed for a long time, so I think
Yep.
I will let the next couple to speak.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
Toto, we're in.
Yeah, so thank you for Rebel and Tom. Yeah, so who going to the next couple? Please raise your hand. I see that we have Ling Ashley, and who else want to talk? Please raise your hand. If you don't raise your hand, I will call a person in this room. Okay, so Anna Phạm. Okay, Anna Phạm and Ling Ashley, can you unmute yourself and say hi?
Yes, hi
Hi.
teacher Toro. Yes, and hi Ling.
Okay, so
Hi.
Ling, can you choose a topic?
Okay. Hobby or inclination.
Okay, here. So Anna, did you talk about this before?
Yes.
Mm,
What do
no.
you usually do in your free time?
I usually listen to music. Yeah, because I think it's make me very relaxed
after a day in my school, and listen to music is also make me want to learn a new language because I like to listen to K-pop and US UK too.
Yes. And me, I like cooking and learning English. Yes.
Oh, do you prefer to stay alone or with your friends?
Yes, I like with your friends because I usually invite
Because
my friend. Yes. Uh, uh, what
they're
I
really funny,
usually
right? Yeah,
yeah
me too. I prefer to stay or playing with my friends because uh, I like playing outdoors. If we stay alone, maybe we for a long time, maybe we will have some problem like depressed. Yeah. So if we play with our friends and do
yeah
something we like to do, maybe it's better than stay alone.
yeah. And me, I think many people is funny is we are talking together and mm, maybe us mm, going to the travel. Yes,
Yeah. Like you want to travel to anywhere with your friends?
yes, I like travel with
Okay.
yes my friend and my family.
Mhm. I like to play with my family too because when we're watching TV together or do something together, um, we will feel more happier. We'll feel happier than with my friends. Maybe your family is uh, yeah they are like my first love. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you usually do on weekends and weekdays?
Yes, usually it's weekend and weekday I make uh, after finish work and I come back home and I cooking for dinner and I
I
work.
think
Yeah,
I guess you cook very good, right?
yeah. No, normal.
Did you cook to your family like breakfast, dinner, or lunch?
I usually cook for all the day. Yes,
Oh,
for family. Yeah.
you cook better than me.
Thank you. And me
Uh,
and you?
yeah.
Yes.
Usually, I usually listen to music, but also I like read books too because read books can make you have a lot of knowledge. I like about science, technology, and uh, a book about the language. Yeah.
Yeah. And
What
me,
do you usually do when you go out?
yes, usually I go out to travel and I with my friend is sing. Yes, and
Uh,
I go to the market. Yes,
oh,
and supermarket. Yes.
oh, me too. I like to go to markets and supermarkets because I can buy, but no, I'm not buy. I'm just watch or see something beautiful because I don't have a lot of money. And
Yes.
I usually go out at night when I have dinner with my family. Yeah.
Yes.
And
next,
go out with my friends. We'll go out to drink milk tea. Yeah,
I,
and yeah,
yes, me too. Sometimes I went out with my friend, drink coffees and milk tea.
yeah. And usually is after examination. I will go out to drink milk tea.
Yes. And next question, what do you usually do with your friends?
Oh, I usually listen. Oh, my friend is no. I'm just doing with my best friend. My friends, they are not very close, so that I usually do like chatting on the phone with my best friends. Yeah, we
Yes,
chatting a lot.
yes,
And you, what do you usually do with your friends?
yes. We are usually in original a party on the weekend and on the week month. Uh, I uh, I go to the house my friend cooking and sing and uh, travel and go to the swimming. Yes,
Uh, your friends like cooking too?
yes. I don't know. I don't know. My friends like cooking.
Uh, maybe in someday I will follow you and ask you how to cooking.
Can you repeat on a question?
Okay. Do you like reading?
Yes. Sometimes I read it and I like watching on the YouTube and uh, listen
Uh,
to music. Yes. Uh,
do you prefer
really, I reading because
yeah.
I'm working all the day and uh, night I'm join in a web talk. Yes, and
Uh,
have a meeting together.
oh, you're really hardworking.
Yes.
Do you prefer reading or watching?
Yeah, I like watching.
Oh, but I prefer reading because my eyes is not good. So that if I watch so much, my eyes will very hurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of books do you like to read?
Yes, I like best book is Đắc Nhân Tâm because
Oh,
it's this that book is have us teaching uh, for future and
yeah.
behave uh, behave with everyone and yeah,
I
it,
like this book too. I have
yes,
read it for 5 times. Yeah.
yes, that book is so useful for everyone. Yeah.
Yes. I also read the book about something like a geography or history. Do you like that kind of books?
Yes.
Some people say that that kind of books, like history or geography, is really boring. But I really like that kind of book because they can give me a lot of knowledge about our country and another country.
Yes.
Okay. Do you like English? Of
Yes,
course.
I really like English because it helps me in the work and when I to travel and to communicate with foreigners. Yes, I
Yeah.
see it's so useful for everyone needs learning English and more.
Because English is a global language. Yeah.
Yes.
And maybe when we're studying English, we will apply for a job in the future very easy. Yeah, and have a very good job.
Yes. I
So
think
that,
so.
yeah, English is really useful. English is also show that our professional, yeah, maybe the people will respect you more.
Yes.
What do you think of the importance of English?
Yes, English is very important for everyone and me. It helps varies in the job and travel and to communicate with foreigner and uh, yes, it's so
Yeah,
useful. Yeah.
yes, I think so. Do you like to watch English films or read an English book?
Yes, I don't hear clearly. Yeah.
Okay. Do you like reading English book or watch an English film?
Yes, I like both because I watch on the YouTube in I reading in the book Hack não 1500 á. And
Okay, okay.
yes, I usually listen to the app Hack now. Yes, 1500. Yeah.
Yeah. I have buy this book, and I have buy Hangout IELTS too. Yeah, I've buy three books.
Yes. Me too. I buy three book, one vocabulary and two IL. But I
Yeah.
uh, just study vocabulary and I learning IL.
Uh, um, I think your English is really good.
Yeah. Thank you. I think it's not good because I'm beginner.
Yeah. What are good hobbies and bad hobbies?
Yes, a good habit là cooking and uh, study is English and uh, discover channel YouTube and Facebook and share many lesson useful for me and for everyone. Yes,
Yeah,
and
I
bad
think you.
hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I I speaking is not good and listening maybe it's wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. Good hobbies, I think it is bring like benefit or have something make people feel more relaxed and comfortable when do it. And bad hobbies is the hobbies like have a negative effects on other people.
Yeah.
And I
And thank
think
you.
yeah, we have to have a good hobbies.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And thank you, teacher Toto, and thank you everyone, and thank you Link join
Yeah.
meeting teacher Toto today. Yes. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, so thank for yes, Linh and Anna. So now we have yes the last couple. That's Linh Maris. Yes, Linh Maris and Đức Mai. Hi, Đức Mai. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So now you will have yes a talk. Yes, a conversation with Linh Maris. Okay.
Sorry,
Hello,
can you repeat?
teacher.
Okay. So hi, Đức Mai. Can you choose a topic, or you want Linh will choose a topic for you?
Maybe let's give her priority. It's up to you, Ling.
Okay. So hi, Linh. Can you choose?
I will choose water.
Water. Okay.
Okay.
So here,
So you want to answer first or me?
Yes. What do you most like to do if you're near the water?
To me, when I near the water, I will want to go for a walk at night or uh, in the morning, and I really like go swimming. So it's it, it could it could be a pool if uh, it could be a pool near my house in the future. How about you?
Yes. For me, if I near the water, I will enjoy everyone, and I will swim in the um mm, do you like go in on holiday near water?
Yes, I do. My families often go to, for example, uh, go to the beach, go some park, water park. For example, in Vũng Tàu or in Da Nang, something like that. Because some some activity in the water is very cool. You know, the hot weather in Vietnam is very acute. So I love some activity in water. How about you?
Yes, yes, I very like go in on holiday near water. I often go to Winyoung Beach and I often swim it in this and I feel very relaxed and
Mm-hmm.
comfortable when I in there. Mm,
So have you traveled by boat?
no, no, I haven't traveled by boat. And you?
Uh, to me, I had a chance to go to the Monkey Island in Nha Trang by boat. Um, it's very amazing, exciting experience for me because when you go by boat, you will twist like the wave in the water.
Yes. How much water do you use every day?
Water, I think
Fresh
uh,
water.
according to some scientists, they say 2 liters a day, but I think to me it maybe nearly 4 liters because I drink too much. I always feel like thirsty because I'm living in Ho Chi Minh City. It's very hot, so we need to provide water for our body or our health. Do you agree?
Yes. Mm, for me, I use many water in every day because I I drink water every day and I use water um for washing the clothes and and anything.
Yeah, because I think you will agree with me because our body is nearly 70% of water, so we need to provide a lot of water as much as we can because so that we can have a good health and for long day activity.
Yes, the water. Water is very popular in every country, and it's very important. If if water um if
Mm-hmm.
if if water um haven't exist, um I think the human can live in there.
Yeah, I think we very lucky because we live in Vietnam. For example, the
Yes,
last year I had a chance to go to Singapore, and the water bottle is very expensive. Um, we just spent maybe 5,000 dong in Vietnam to have a 500-liter bottle water, but in Singapore it's nearly 50,000 dong. It's very expensive.
yes, I feel very lucky. Um, do you think everyone should learn to swim?
Honestly, we should know. We have to know how to learn. We have to know how to swim because uh, we have a long um, coast. So a lot of nearly 30 cities in Vietnam has a coast, a shore. You know, so that you have to know how to learn how to swim, and especially in the southern the southern like Cam Mau or Kim Giang or some city in near have to know swim for some dangerous situation in our life. We cannot know who can rescue us, and so that we have to learn to swim.
Yes, me too. I think everyone should learn to swim because um in difficult tasks, uh, the uh, um the people can save yourself, and they um can save everyone
Mm-hmm.
when the people um don't know swim.
Mm-hmm. So where do you live? Uh, do you have beach or water lake in your city?
Yes, I live in London, and in there I have many lake and river and beach.
Yeah, so that you should have a learn to swim.
Yes,
So maybe we can stop in here. So okay, we can stop in here. Okay,
yes. Okay.
okay, Mr. Toto.
Yeah, so yeah, thank you for yeah, Linh and Đức Mai.
Here are the top search results.
Okay. And yes, and now is yes the time, and now so I need to end this meeting. So see you maybe tomorrow. No, tomorrow I cannot open this Zoom. So whenever I have free time, I will just let you know in just our group, and you will yes. If you have free time, you will join in my Zoom again.
Thank
So
you, Toto.
thank you for
Good
everyone to come
teacher and
in this
everyone.
Zoom and practice
Thank you.
English together.
Thank
Have
you.
a nice
Goodbye,
weekend,
everyone.
everyone.
Yes.
Thank